Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm a master aromatherapist and teacher, among other things, and we're continuing on in our chakra journey of which essential oils can help us to cleanse and clear each chakra. So this is for the sacral chakra. Now, this is the second major chakra and is located just below the belly button. Oftentimes, this can be associated with the womb, especially for women. But regardless, the sacral chakra is often associated with passion, creativity, emotions, right? So there are 4 essential oils that came forward to talk about today that can help to balance and cleanse and charge the sacral chakra. Now, there are many oils that can help us do this, so always go with your gut and your intuition of what's pulling you that wants to work with you in this way. So the first one that came forward to talk about today is Tamarack. Now, Tamarack, it kind of looks like a pine tree, but not. But this is one of the only conifer trees that will actually shed its pine needles every winter. Like the firs and spruces and those conifers, they will retain their needles and stay evergreen throughout the entire winter, but not Tamarack. So Tamarack is really about let that shiza go. Just let it go. Whatever is not working for you, whatever is pulling you back, let it go. And she helps us to recognize, okay, what is it that we really need to let go? And how do we do that? Because a lot of times we know, okay, this situation, this person, whatever this habit is not good for me, but how do I get rid of it? She will really help you with love and compassion say, okay, babe, I got you. Just you got it. Just let it go. Among other things, again, she addresses ego and lack of compassion is what Wisdom of the Earth has said about her, and it's so true. It's about having compassion for ourselves and for other people, and really recognizing that, a lot of times in spirituality, the ego can get a bad rep of quiet the ego, chill the ego, that kind of thing. But it's really not about labeling the ego a bad guy. It's about recognizing, hey, we need to have the whole entire system to be harmonious and talk to each other and be in check. And it's really about having compassion in that process for ourselves and other people. So the next one that comes forward is kind of an opposite energy to this in some ways. It's Wintergreen. So Wintergreen, this essence is coming from Nepal. The Tamarack, this one's from Canada. So I always like knowing where we're getting the essential oils, because where a plant is grown can really tell us a lot about the energetic properties, right? So, I'll go a little bit more into that in the next one. So Wintergreen is Nepal. Now this is an evergreen plant, right? So it stays green the entire year, unlike Tamarack. And what I love about Wintergreen most is she's great for moving energy and getting the fire revved up. So why is she coming forward for the sacral chakra? Well, sometimes the sacral chakra can go dormant. We feel like, oh, I just don't have creativity. I'm not an ideas person. I'm not an artist. That's just not me. She says otherwise. She says, no, because you exist, therefore you create. So she can help the sacral chakra fire up, get the engines moving. Physically, she's an astringent. So you think about the almost like the fire element of burning away the crap and really making things crystal clean, the gunk away, so that things are moving properly and spinning properly, right? Side note, I also love her for yoga. She's great for arthritis and the joints. So I love putting her on my hips because I have to work on my hip mobility a lot in yoga, or around my shoulders, those kinds of things. So she's really, really great for just getting the wheels greased so that you can move forward. And the next one, this is blood orange. Now, Wisdom of the Earth has 2 different blood oranges. One is from Italy and the other one is from Belize. Now, so remember I said it's important to know where the essential oils are being sourced from in terms of region. So if you think of Italy, right, it's more like, mangia, like, oh, sorry, I'm not Italian, and I'm not trying to disrespect my best friend's Italian. I love her. But you think about the Italian energy, right? It's very passionate. It's very much about family and enjoying food and good company and celebrating life, right? I always think of the movie Eat, Pray, Love, the eat part. It's like, yes. So this is what Blood Orange from Italy is all about, right? It's about enjoying life for what it is and having the courage to do that, having the courage to carpe diem. And carpe diem meaning not that you have to go out and conquer the world, but meaning carpe diem to be who you are. If you feel like you want to go hang out at the beach all day because you need that, have the courage to do that and say no to society that demands you to work all day. On the other hand, if you feel you've been a little bit of a couch potato and you're not living your purpose, she invites you to say, okay, I'm done with that chapter of my life and I'm ready to embrace the next one. So she's amazing for that. Now, I can talk about the Belize energy. And if you think about Belize, completely different energetic qualities about that. It has the Latin American, Caribbean qualities, very passionate and spicy itself, but in a different way. So you might feel drawn to be working with the Belize one. Awesome, go for it. Last but not least, we have St. Johns Wort. Now, this is such an amazing essence in a plant, right? In herbology and herbal medicines, especially in the European traditions, this is just a powerful plant, right? Now, we source the St. John's Wort from the US, and she's all about finding the silver lining in the dark clouds, right? So she's often associated with an antidepressant, just lifting up the moods. So the Sacral Chakra, remember, it's all about emotions and creativity and play and those kinds of things. Sometimes we have experienced trauma, especially emotional trauma, emotional abuse. And it's hard to get out of the victimhood. And getting out of victimhood does not say what happened to you was okay. Absolutely not. What it's saying is, how can you find a way forward into a next chapter of your life where you're not living in the past constantly? Because when we're living in the past, we're in a state of depression. We're living in future, we have anxiety. But living in the present, what can you appreciate about this present moment? What can you be grateful for that's happening right now? And St. John's Wort helps us to do that. So I invite you to see which one is calling you. Maybe it's a different one, but if you have any questions, please leave a comment below, reach out to me, and let me know what you think.